Hi. I'm recording today because I am currently on medical leave. Why? Because I'm in yet another depressive episode. Um, so, I don't know. Not all episodes are the same. Like, for instance, this episode, I'm not really emotional about it. Like, I just know that I crashed. So let me give you a bit of context. So I have bipolar type 2 disorder, right? And having that disorder means having episodes of mania and having episodes of depression. So mania in layman's term is probably, a very elevated mood, I guess. And in October, I guess I was so excited about my birthday. I got too excited, so I went into a manic episode. I honestly don't know if mania is triggered by anything. Maybe that's something that I need to ask my therapist about. But anyway, so I was in a manic episode, and then I crashed into a depressive episode. Like I said, I'm not emotional. I'm just experiencing the symptoms, like being unable to do anything, like literally not being able to get out of bed. So for the past 2 weeks or past 3 weeks, because I'm a little bit better now. The past 3 weeks, I just stayed in bed, and I've been like just asleep almost the whole day, and I couldn't even get up to eat, so I would eat in bed as well. And I couldn't bathe. So basically just really paralyzed, And it doesn't really help because when you're in a depressive episode, I guess for people who have depression or bipolar type 2 disorder, anxiety kicks in when you're not being or when you're not able to do anything. But anyway, that's anxiety. I want to talk about bipolar type 2 disorder today. So before I went into medical leave, for some reason I've been in conversations about my medication. And I had, I guess, sort of an epiphany, but not really. That's too exag. So I just got into reflecting about my medication, and I just realized, like, wow, it's a lot. And pardon my French, but this pandemic's really fucked me up. And today I figured that I can walk you through the medications that I take. So first, I take parang influencer or whatever, pero gamot, joke. Anyway, so first I take fluoxetine. It's more popularly known as Prozac. So it's a kind of antidepressant. So I take this because I need an extra dose of serotonin. I take it now. Yeah. This is so weird. So by the way, I started taking this only at 2 capsules. But the pandemic fucked me up, and now I am taking 4 of this. And then I have my mood stabilizer, Lamotrigine. Oh, Sorry, for those who are just listening on audio, I'm showing my medication on the video. Anyway, so this is lamotrigine. This is my mood stabilizer. So what it does is that it regulates my mood. It prevents abnormal activities in my brain. So you know, it so that I don't swing from one mood to another. And at the beginning of my diagnosis, I used to just take 25 milligrams of this, but now I'm at 200 milligrams. So I take the first 100 milligram at the day after breakfast, and then the other 100 milligram before I sleep. So these are my morning meds, my morning candies. So let me just take it. It's a lot. So before I went on medical leave, my fluoxetine was increased by another capsule. So I was taking 3. But then again, yeah, I crashed into a depressive episode, so my psychiatrist increased it into 4. And it takes like maybe a couple of weeks before it really takes effect. So now that I'm on my 4th week, almost 4th week of depressive episode, I mean, I can feel the effects. Like I'm slowly returning into my normal routines. Yeah. So anyway, I'll walk you through my evening meds. So I have, it's just really so funny. Like you see videos of this, like about makeup, and I'm doing a medication version of it. Anyway, so I have this olanzapine. So olanzapine is one of the many kinds of antipsychotic drug. So of course, from the word itself, right? Antipsychotic is used to treat psychosis, but it also helps people like me to improve my sleep. So because in my case, I have trouble sleeping, and I need sleep. I mean, normal people do need sleep, but especially people with mental health disorders. So I need help with sleep, so I take half of this at night. So if you're curious what it looks like this. And I think it also has an effect on like relieving anxiety or depression. I don't know. This. Okay. Well, for those listening on audio, if you're curious of these medications, head over to my Instagram account at Lara.isms with an S, and head on to my IGTV or video. I don't know what it's called anymore, to be honest. And then I have my anti-anxiety meds, my best friend. So it's clonazepam, or more popularly known as Rivotril, which is this little cutie. Before bedtime, I take half of that. So half of the antipsychotic and half of the anti-anxiety, plus the other 100 mg of my mood stabilizer. So if you think about it, like, I don't know, I'd like to think that you probably, without knowing all of this, you probably think that I'm just a normal person, you know? but it takes all of these medications to keep me functional. And sometimes it's not even enough. I mean, I was okay for a while, and then I don't know, I had a manic episode, and then I crashed again, and I needed a medication adjustment again, and now it's just a lot. Ito na yung pinakamadami ko since I've been diagnosed. And it takes a lot. Like, a lot of support from these medications. I mean, of course, meron tayong support from your friends, from your family, and working out, etc., etc. But it takes all these to make me a functional human being. And, you know, I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure there's a lot of you as well who can relate to this. And I guess the point of me recording today is to let you know for the millionth time that, you know, you don't really know what people are going through. Especially that there's still stigma about mental health disorders. Not everyone is as open as I am, right? So you don't know what people are going through. You don't know if people are enduring or managing their own mental health issues or mental health conditions, and how many medications it takes them to be just functional. So be kind, or just, you know, think that people are coming from a good place. That if ever people do you wrong, that it's not really intentional, that it's coming from somewhere. And to all my friends who have been reaching out, I really sincerely appreciate it. But, you know, this depressive episode is nothing to be sad about. It's just really what it is. Having bipolar type 2 disorder, this is my reality. I'll have manic episodes and crash into a depressive episode. So, you know, it's not something to feel sad about. It's just like being acidic and having gastritis attacks every now and then ish. Anyway, I'm feeling a bit better this week, so hopefully I get back to work next week after my consultation with my psychiatrist and therapist, so that they could assess if I'm ready to go back to work.